Happy weekend, everybody. Namaste and margaritas for everybody. I hope everybody is doing well out there. We have a really cool, awesome pick a card. This is a 2-for-1 special, I'm going to call it. I recently posted in the community what was next for pick a cards. You guys suggested. So I wrapped 2 of the questions all in one. So we are looking at where should my focus be right now? Thank you, Matthew. And what do I need to do to balance my energies to become more in alignment with my desires? And thank you, Grace. I made 3 piles for you guys to choose from. If you're wondering what this cute little thing is, this is just a little bottle with a cork in it. But your timestamps, your ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel are in your description box below. And I always say you can pause the video if you need to. You take your time, and I will see you at your pile. Alright, pile number 1, we are opening up this spread in a very, very powerful way here, okay? Now, this can be for masculine or feminine energy, but the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups are out here to talk to you about your situation right now. That 7 of Swords gives me a feeling that it is time to lay some troubles down, okay? But let's talk a little bit about the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Waters, because we're talking and we're taking in the energies of 2 very strong feminine energies that are all about nurturing. Maybe this is a single parent, a single mother or father, but a very nurturing individual, somebody who takes care of her tribe, her crew. This could be somebody, you know, like you take good care of people at work, people in your family. This could be, you know, your husband or your wife, or roommate, co-workers, friends like this. But you are somebody who genuinely gives and gives and gives to people, okay? Now, when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, she knows when to receive, okay? She's the queen of Pentacles for a reason. It's because she is well balanced in this area, okay? She takes care of her village, her tribe, however you want to be seated as the Queen of Pentacles. But she's the queen for a reason, and she knows how to not only give, but she also receives, and she keeps it very well balanced, okay? So she's really a master at that. You know, she's very thoughtful, very warm, sensible, but very nurturing and loving. And sitting next to the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups, which again, this is about you being that loving individual, okay? But the Queen of Cups is all about, you know, her self-care, her self-love, how she loves other people, and she takes as much love as she gives, okay? So for me in this aspect, this is about giving, well, I'm going to say receiving as much as you give to other people here, okay? And this is where this is causing you to come out of alignment in your life, you know, and this is what's causing you to be in the seven of Swords, okay? Now this is normally an energy of like sneakiness, sneakiness, what was I going to say, betrayals, this kind of energy here. But for me and how I'm gathering it in the surrounding cards, I feel like this is, you know, there are probably times in your life where you have given so much to people that you're so tired inside here, okay? But I really think that it's time to make some changes in this aspect here. So I really want you to stop and think about, are you receiving as much as you're giving to other people here? Now again, are you giving too much to your boyfriend, too much to your husband, your co-workers, you know, spouses, your kids even. You know, if you have kids that are older, are they taking their dirty dishes to the sink? Are they bringing the laundry to the laundry room, or are you doing it all? Or I don't know, when it comes to your coworkers, are they used to just coming up to you and saying, hey, I need you to take care of this, and you're just standing there going, well, I thought that was your job, but in your mind, but you're not really saying anything, you know? So I think it's about time for you to kind of take a look in this area of your life as to where you're giving way too much to people, okay? So if it is your coworkers, be like, don't you know, understand what your own responsibilities are, you know, like, and I can see you correcting this energy, bringing things back into alignment here, in a very healthy way, okay? I think you have a very tactful way, considering her king is very tactful, but I feel like you're very, you wouldn't have a hard time telling people where to go in a very nice way, if you're catching my drift here, okay? Now there's probably some subconscious kind of feelings, maybe some old childhood things that you're still carrying, to the point where, you know, maybe you don't feel like you deserve to take or to receive from people. Maybe you don't feel like you're worthy enough, or something like that, in this, that's tying into this energy here, okay? Maybe you or you know, you think you're going to get ahead in life by always giving and giving and giving, but you know, you got to look at it like this. If you're always giving and giving and giving, then what's left inside of you, right? So you're not the Queen of Cups if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not putting yourself first here, okay? So that's just something to think about here. You have to remind yourself that you are deserving of people's love, of people's attention, of people's affection, you know, even down to like the little things. Let's say hypothetically, you know, your friends call you all the time and say, oh my God, my life's falling apart, blah, 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 blah. But then when something goes wrong with you, and you reach out to your friends and they're ghosting you, or I'll call you back later, they never call you back. One of those scenarios, I want you to pay attention to this, okay? It's just time to recognize this pattern that is happening here, okay? Because, like I said, if you're worn out inside, if you're carrying other people's baggage, luggage, whatever's happening in this energy, it's time to let that go. Let people take responsibility for their own life. Let your kids be responsible for cleaning up their own damn room. If they're old enough, get them into like learning how to do their own laundry. Tell your coworkers, you ain't got time for that. Tell your husband to go make his own plate. Tell your boyfriend, saying thank you would go a long way. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's about you being a little more assertive, because I'm sure you need a break here, okay? And this goes in for the wife too. If you're watching for a wife or a girlfriend, it's the same thing, okay, guys? So living in an attitude of gratitude, okay? For some of you guys, where you're so tired like inside, you forget to take a step back and realize how much is still in your life that you can be grateful for here. Okay, now something that I like to do and I teach other people to do is that when you start to become overwhelmed and you feel like your walls and your world is just kind of caving in on you because you've given so much of yourself out that you can't give anymore, it's very helpful to fall back into the alignment of gratitude instead of complaining about it, okay? We have to get out of the habit of complaining about lazy Susie sitting over there in the corner just watching me do her job. You get what I'm saying? No, you need to stand up and be assertive, but also give thanks to God that you have found this little missing piece of you that's what's really holding you from becoming a little more imbalanced, okay? And besides that, there's just taking a look around in your life and just remembering, okay, my kids are lazy, but my kids are loving and I still love them, and we're just gonna start teaching them how to be better better at chores or something, you know. Stop and take a minute for all the things that you can give gratitude about here, okay? Because that really brings you back into alignment for anything that you're working on here, any of your desires. I think you need to stop questioning what comes first, the chicken or the egg, in this energy too. I think you are, do they come first or do I come first, or do, you know, vice versa, and you're just kind of doing this back and forth in your head. But here's the thing, one hand has got to start washing the other here, okay? It can't be you all the time. It can't be, you know, mom or dad doing it all, doing all the work, or the coworker, whoever you are in this energy, right? It can't be all it. You have to remember to put yourself first here. So I know we can go round and round in circles. What came first, the chicken or the egg? But this time it's about you being first, okay? First, and then you'll start to see everything else around you fall into alignment, okay? I think it's gonna help with this tiredness, this feeling of like everything is such a burden, overwhelming, and just understanding that you deserve that break. You deserve people to step up and be responsible here. And of course, you're not alone. You know, a lot of us think that we have to do everything all by ourselves. We have to do this alone. But that's just a mindset. And once you break free and you realize that, you know what, I'm tired of people sitting on their butt watching me do the work, it's time for you to get up and you need to say something about it. You need to stick up for yourself here in this energies, you know? So I hope this has helped a little bit, because this is what's going to help you bring everything back into alignment, bring you back into balance here, because you're out of balance. Just remember what these two queens are here to talk to you about here, okay, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, but you guys let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I love you bunches. See you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. So I'm setting up your cards, and I hear Eye of the Tiger in my head. So it's Eye of the Tiger, and I'm willing to fight. And I'm not singing the rest of the song because I don't know it. I think I caught it because of this. Maybe that's why the song popped into my mind. So I'm just throwing it in there because anytime I do, you guys validate. Oh my God, I know exactly what that means. I love when that happens, you guys. Anyways. We are talking very, very toxic behavior, toxic thinking, lots of shadow aspects hitting me in the face here, addictions, restrictions. This can even tie into sexual relationships. The dark side of everything, guys, is happening here, okay? Now, this could be about a relationship. This could be even about a job, friends, coworkers, your kids, your husband, wife, so anything. This is tying into however this is fitting into your life, okay? So, and I know with being chained to anything, that kind of feeling, that kind of thought going through your mind, or the actual environment that you are in can feel like you are chained. You are chained, and you're not quite seeing your way out of it. You can't figure out how to either let go of this physical addiction or this toxic environment, this toxic person. You're not quite seeing your way out of it, okay? Now, this is where you are out of balance, you're out of alignment from moving forward. You can't see it, and that's okay. That's okay. This is what this pick a card is for. Here's the thing. I want you to kind of ask yourself a couple of questions in this energy, because the Eight of Swords usually talks about, you know, sometimes having a hard time, you're releasing yourself from the denial. You're playing a victim mentality. I'm not saying you are, but are you putting yourself in a position where you're saying, this is happening to me, not for me. Life has just been so rough to me. This is not fair. People have come into my life. They have used me. They have abused me. And I'm never going to be able to change the way my life is going. I'm never going to be able to leave my boyfriend, my spouse, my wife, my girlfriend. I'm never going to be able to leave this job. Things like this are coming up to the surface here. This is a lot of denial, and you're living in denial. So this is the time, and this is something that I encourage, and I've been saying this so much lately, you guys, but this is the time for you to start getting really honest with yourself, okay? Are you living in a victim's mentality? Are you living in denial right now? Are you playing the blame game? Are you doing any of this right now? Okay. Or are you beating yourself up here? Are you beating yourself up? That's another question that comes to mind. It's like, are you holding on to negative thoughts about yourself? Okay. What kind of restrictions are you putting on yourself? What limitations are you putting on yourself? Because here in the Eight of Swords, it's very simple. Okay. The binds that are around her are very loose. She has the capability of reaching around, getting her arms out of there, taking that blindfold off, and realizing she's not even trapped there. She's trapped by her own illusions, her own fears. That's because she can't see clearly. Okay? This is about you putting any kind of restrictions on yourself, not seeing the possibilities in you. Okay? So let this be an encouragement to you and to your ego. But let this be encouragement for you to realize that you're capable of so much more in your life right now. You're capable of throwing people out of your life that are toxic, doing away with any toxic behaviors, drug, alcohol. Maybe you have roommates or people living in your house that I heard the word husband. So somebody's husband in here is addicted to drugs very bad. And here I'm going to tell you something right here. This is kind of specific, but they're very guided. They're guiding me to say this part. You cannot change this situation. You can't do anything about this. You want to walk away, but you can't. You're telling yourself you can't. You're not going to be able to change this person because they're not willing to change themselves. Okay? You have your own life to live is what I'm hearing too. So you really have to do what's best for you. For some of you guys who have children involved, so it's time for you to start doing what's fair and what's right for yourself. This Justice card is about seeing the truth. Seeing below the surface. Okay? If you are making up excuses as to why you can't walk away from this toxic energy, then you'll never get away. Or if you're making excuses as to why you'll never have something in your life, you'll never have it. It's really that simple. You're talking yourself out of the reasons why you can't have it here too. Okay? So now's the time to start getting honest, like I said. We have to start. Listen to me, guys. As a coach, as a wife, as a mother, and as somebody who has to check herself constantly, because I have to work with people. I have to check myself constantly. This is a self-check. This is a reality check for all of us right now, okay? But I want you to start getting honest and looking in the areas of your life and asking yourself, where and why am I putting restrictions on what I'm capable of doing here? And for some of this energy, I feel like somebody's telling you you're not good enough. You'll never be able to achieve it. I heard the words achieve. So right now, this is about you. Doing what's right for you. This is what the Justice card is all about, okay? Seeing below the surface. Seeing below the surface of who you are and what you really want. And getting rid of people, places, situations, things in your life that no longer need to be there. If it is a drug or an alcohol or somebody in your household that is toxic to you, okay? just remember, you're only responsible for yourself. You can only take care of yourself and your children. I want to say that because they are saying that there are some children involved here. But your mind, your body, and your soul are urging you to take care of yourself, okay? It's time to do some house cleaning. It's time to do some, it's even saying cleaning out your car. It's like emotional cleansing, physical cleansing, and cleansing, just clean it up. Cleaning up your thoughts if you're telling yourself you're not capable enough, you're not worthy enough, whatever it is going on here, guys. Okay? But keeping your eye, oh, no wonder why they're singing that song. Okay. The eye of the tiger, but keeping your eye on the prize. What is it that you want in your life? Becoming that tiger. Becoming the tiger. I almost feel like the strength card should be out here because this is about you maintaining and balancing out your own energies too, right? So let's just say that's the card that we're looking at. But this is you becoming so focused on what's important in your life right now. So focused. And your focus will help you become more in alignment with what you're desiring right now. Okay? So this is distraction. This is distraction. And if you're distracting your own mind, it's time to fix that. It's time to readjust where you're focusing. If this is toxic friends, toxic anybody, okay? Self-sabotaging is another word they're trying to get me to throw in here. But it is time to do the work. If this is a subconscious cleanup that needs to happen, it needs to happen or you're not going to get anywhere. Okay? And I say that with so much love, you guys. You don't understand the freedom. You don't understand the freedom until you actually do the work. You know, most people don't want to do the work. They don't want to step up to the plate. Why? Because looking in the past is scary. Looking in the shadows is scary. Healing up any old wounds is scary. Turning around and looking back is just scary. And that's what prevents most people from wanting to do the self-work. Okay? Most people are in it for the quick fix. They want the answers here and now, but are never willing to turn around and look at the shadows. And this is where a lot of us fall short. I will be honest with you. We fall short because we're too afraid to turn around. But until we do so, this becomes a toxic pattern. It'll just keep coming back and back and back until you realize that it's going to have to be addressed one way or another. This is when we have the tower moments. Okay? And as direct and bold as I'm saying this for your own benefit, you guys, because I have done so much growing in my life. I only say it because I want the best for you guys. Okay? This is why I'm a coach. But as aggressively as I'm putting this information out there and how I'm saying this, I still want you to have fun, okay? You don't have to take life so seriously. This is very serious business. But it's about you taking care of business and having fun with life too. But if you have people in your environment that are weighing you down, sucking the joy out of your life, it's time for them to hit the road. It's time for them to get treatment. Okay? It's time for you to start putting yourself first and stop thinking that you're going to be the one who changes them. You're not responsible for anybody else's life except for your own. Hence the reason this bullseye card is sitting here, okay? I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. And please do not take my assertiveness as me beating you. I just really want you guys to grab the concept of this energy right now. I know the shadows subconscious thinking, that kind of work can be scary, but it doesn't have to be, okay? And once it's all said and done, you would not believe the freedom that your life has once you realize that you're saying bad and negative and mean things to yourself when it doesn't have to be that way, okay? Life does not have to be this way. Life can be this way for you, okay? But I love you guys, and if this has resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. And make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3. Just be happy you're not pile 2. That was kind of direct. Very bold in pile number 2. I really felt that in pile number 2. Anyways, let's dive into this here, because I just know that in this energy, a lot of you guys who are going to watch this pile, you are so ready for something new in your life. You're ready for bigger and better things. Some of you guys are... This is going to tie into a couple different ways. You know, you guys are ready for that long-term relationship, a new job, a new location. But there's a passion and brewing and brewing and brewing inside of you. And you are in a position where you are just feeling like, I'm not getting any younger. And you're just ready to take off. You're ready to take off and fulfill your soul. I think a lot of this is you guys stumbling upon what your life's purpose is, okay? But nonetheless, this is about you reigniting some old things in your life that you put to the side. Hobbies, careers, things like that is coming through. But there's a passion brewing, and you're ready for the next couple phases to making your life and bringing in your desires into your reality. That's how I'm taking this energy here, okay? Now the Empress is a combination of all 4 of our queens wrapped up into one, okay? She is the energy that should remind you that you should always be doing what's right for you, okay? Treating yourself well, taking good care of yourself. But on top of all that, she is the definition of making her dreams come true. And this is what she's telling you. She's telling you, if I can do it, so can you. This is what she's saying. I too carry the passion and fire within me, because she embodies the Queen of Fire, correct? So she is saying to you, I need you to embody my energy. I need you to become this Empress, because you have the capabilities of making your dreams come true, okay? She's all about, giving birth to her dreams, okay? But here you are, you're sitting in some kind of fear. You're not ready to show people a part of you. Okay, I get it. Okay, so some of you guys, didn't I say life's purpose, and now I hear it again. So some of you guys are in a position where you're not quite sure how to share your spiritual gifts. You're thinking that people are going to think you're weird, strange. And it is true, and it is a weird place to be in, because you go from speaking one way and your whole entire vocabulary changes when you have made your spiritual breakthroughs. You start to use words like abundance and laws of attraction and everything else that we talk about. And Empress, what do you mean Empress? Like, I'm the Empress energy, like all the amazing things that we say in the spiritual community. Only our weirdness will recognize somebody else's weirdness, I guess you can say. For some of you guys, part of your life's purpose is to open up and share your spiritual awakening with people. Now, perhaps it is your psychic gifts. Maybe you're wanting to start tarot, Reiki, something like this. Somewhere where something along the lines, it could even tie into what society doesn't see normal. Okay? Who wants to be normal? We're boring. Okay, I'm doing a Chris Farley down by the river. Okay, excuse me for a moment. But anyways, you're sitting in a state of worry and concern and doubts and fears. This is sadness, and it keeps you up at night. Some of you guys are sitting or trying to fall asleep at night, and some of the stupidest things what you perceive to feel or be stupid is coming to your mind. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. That starts creeping in, or all the doubts start to creep in because your mind is very quiet at night. The conscious mind gets quiet. The subconscious starts to kick up. And what lives in our subconscious? Doubts, fears, frustration, sadness, sorrow, pains. We remember things that we said to somebody in 6th grade that wasn't very nice. You know, that kind of thing. Or the time the teacher asked us to recite something in front of the class and you couldn't get a word out, so you stood there looking stupid. You clammed up. It was your fear. It was everything preventing you from what you really wanted to do. So now as an adult, you're still doing it. And I do this too, you guys. There are some nights I sit up on the side of the bed, 3 o'clock in the morning going, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe I should close my YouTube or close Facebook or close something down to keep up. But then I somehow remember that, and you should too. There are plenty of resources out there. There are plenty of people that are there to support you, okay? A lot of people out there that want you to succeed. Now, for some of you guys are tugging with the ideas of going back to school. And for some of you guys, you're in your later years. I'm not giving my age away, but I just graduated last year, okay? Okay? And both of my kids are in college, so you do the math, okay? But for some of you guys, the resources are there. This is about you learning a new skill, a talent, a tool. And for some, they keep pulling me back into your spiritual gifts, guys, okay? So that's really coming through strong. But this is about you finding those resources. This is about you manifesting things. This is about you bringing everything back into your reality. Everything that you're really wanting deep down in your soul here. Okay? You can bring this to you. It's a matter of you being vulnerable. And I know for some of us, well, I think everybody has to experience what it is to be vulnerable. You know, and I will tell you, if you can show yourself to the world little bits at a time and let people get used to you, whether this is a spiritual gift or not, guys, I'm just saying this from example, but this is like letting people get to know you little bits at a time. They will understand you little bits at a time, and it just brings things back into alignment here, okay? But if you're afraid to take any actions moving forward, if you're sitting in this space of fear, this is what's going to prevent you from really breaking through here, really going after your desires, really becoming more in alignment and back into balance with what you're truly desiring here, okay? So for some of you guys, it is about getting organized and ready for the next couple phases of your life. So maybe it is that you do go back to school. Maybe some of you guys get some certifications in this energy. Reiki, they're saying Reiki certifications, but other certifications can apply to this, guys, okay? But we have to put this to rest, okay? We have to put this to rest. Everything you're really wanting is, I'm sure you've heard this a few times, but everything you want is on the other side of fear, okay? It's on the other side of fear. And fear is nothing more than illusions. It's illusions. But it's also the fears that, you might be carrying still from 6th grade. The fears from, I don't know, disappointing your mom for bringing home a bad grade. It's still in there. Okay? But it shouldn't live there anymore, is basically what I'm saying. It did teach you something, but you don't have to carry this, because this is like a punishment moving forward. And how do you expect to become the Empress and really doing what you love to do, really going after what's setting your soul on fire right now, if you're not willing to be vulnerable and putting this part of your mind to sleep? Okay? I know this is scary. But trust me, if you can get into the habit of doing what scares you the most, little bits at a time, you will find yourself in a very victorious position. Okay? You will find yourself on the other side of the bridge of fear. You don't have to do this all at one time. That's the misconception. It's all about the organizing. You're organizing, and what does that mean? You're doing things one step at a time. You're coming up with a plan, and you're moving through your plan one step at a time. You're not saying, I have this really great idea, I'm just going to dive right in, boom, and it's going to turn out perfect. But you have to do this one step at a time, okay? The Empress would tell you not to do that anyways, even though she's encouraging you to be, like all about that fire within. So take that fire within, put these fears to rest here, get organized, reach out to people that you need to reach out to for this help, your outside resources, okay? Using what you have, because some of this is tying into the idea that, well, I don't have what it takes, or I don't have the tools, or let's say hypothetically, I need a camera. I need a camera for YouTube, Dana. Okay, I don't have these things. Listen, you set your intentions, and the universe will bring you exactly what you need here. You guys, I use a phone. I use my phone, okay? It's the only thing I have, okay? I have taken what I have and I use that, okay? So let that be an example. You don't have to have everything, but as you move through this plan that you're putting together, you will watch the camera show up. You will watch the people show up as you move through it. Everything you need will line up. Everything you need will line up exactly at the right time and exactly when you need it the most. The money, whatever it is that you're going to run into, right? This all does fall back into alignment. But you have to be willing to take that first step, is what they said. It's like, meet me halfway, sister, brother. What are you doing? Over here, worrying about nothing. You're worried about nothing over here. You have to go and just push yourself a little bit here, okay? Yes, put your plan into the next action without fear, okay? Okay, I'm going to wrap this up here, let you guys go, but thank you so much for being here. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.